Action.
This has to be
Hey.
according to the horizontal balance line. Right?
Busy sana.
So your horizontal balance line has to be according to your model. Put your pins here. Right? Just as we did for the upper block. Then target your horizontal balance line according to your style tape on the drape form. Right? Okay, run your finger on your horizontal balance line and put a pin on the T line. You remember the T line?
Yes.
Pinch your fees between the T line and the side seam. You can also, if you want, you can put this pinch even here.
They pinch? No.
Okay? Either here or there. It's better to put the pinch here than to put it here. Okay? So, you may put your pinch here, as long as there is ease on the hip lines. Okay? Now I want all of you to put your pinch here.
Here.
So you first put your pinch and then put your pin on the T line. Next pin will come on the side seam. Next on the side seam. So now what have you done? You have put your pins on the center front. You have put your horizontal balance line according to the style tape. Okay? You have put your pinch here, a pin here and here. So now nothing is going to move. Hold your fabric straight. This fabric has to be held straight as compared to the center line. Okay? You can see?
Yes.
Now run your finger up straight. Okay? Run your finger up straight. And then put a pin on the waistline. When you put this straight, you see, there is so much of allowance here. Why do you get this? Because the hip line is broader than the waistline. This is straight, this is straight. Now, you will have fabric up, so you are going to cut, slash down, cut, slash down, cut, slash down. Without doing that, it's not going to drape like this. This fabric is already cut. Okay? Put a slit on your T line so that, it's easier for you to shape your dart here and your waistline. Now this dart has to be, don't bother about the allowance here. Don't bother anything about the vanishing point for the lower part. All that you need to do is to make sure that you get your proper dart here. The dart has to be towards the center front, always. You remember, even for the upper block, I told you the dart has to be towards the center front. The fullness has always got to be towards the center front. Now this is because optically, when you view it, the illusion that you get is a better one. If you try to put your dart like this, it makes the waistline look broader. And no one wants to have a broad waistline, isn't it? Everyone wants to be narrow. And if you put it like this, the focus comes narrower. And so the waist looks smaller. And so it's always best to put it like this. Okay? Now, again, this dart here should not be very big. If it is big, then you can split it into two darts. Into two smaller darts. That has to be according to your judgment. Okay? Now, when does the dart become too big? It becomes big when the difference between the hips and the waist is too much. If the waist is very narrow and the hips are too broad, then this dart is going to be big. And so just by putting a very big dart, it's going to make the hips look even broader. Okay? So, to avoid that, it's better to put 2 darts. Now, the fullness of the dart, like whatever goes inside, should not be more than 1.5 centimeters on either side. Right? If it's coming to be more than 1.5 centimeters, then you will have to adjust it, okay, into 2 darts. Like suppose if it is coming 2 centimeters on either side, which means 4 centimeters total, then it's like too big, okay? Then you separate it into 2 darts. Again, when you separate into 2 darts, you can make 1 dart a little bigger and 1 dart a little smaller, okay? But this has to be according to how the drape looks. You have to try now and visualize and see how it balances on the form. Okay? So optically, whatever looks nice, you will have to work it out like that. So gradually, you will have to kind of, learn to take your own decision as to what looks nice. And then, of course, what we try to teach you all initially is the principles behind it. But then ultimately, you will have to decide on your own judgment as to what looks best. So, you put your dart here, pin it up, and you will only do that after cutting and slashing down. Otherwise, it's not going to look good. Okay? So now you have finished your waistline, you have finished your hip line, but here you put a pinch of ease, right, on the waist. It shouldn't be very tight. A very tight drape is not a good drape. There has to be some ease, on its own, not absolutely stretched and tight. Okay? A pinch of ease, and you put a pin on the waistline. Right? Okay? We are done. We are done with the draping for the skirt. Isn't it easy? Yes. Much easier than you are finding it easy because you've already done the upper part and now you know what draping is about and how it has to be done. You understand all this, pinch of ease, where to put the pin, horizontal balance line. All this, now you're clear with it.
Yes.
That is why this is so easy. Okay? Now, what is our next step? To mark. Mark and tail here, a line here, dot your waistline. Okay? Dot your waistline up to the side seam. For the dart, what are you going to do? You're going to make sure that you know how much of fullness you have taken. So the center line and this. I told you don't bother about this because that we are going to mark later. Okay? Then from the waistline to the side seam, you run your chalk. So with that you will get your marking of the side seam. Okay? Now this line you have marked it straight. This line is straight now. This straight line is just for reference. This is not going to be your side seam. The side seam will be marked only up to the hip line. Okay? Then later we are going to flare it out. Otherwise it's going to be so small down that you're not going to be able to walk. Okay? Unless you have a nice long slit there. Only then you will be able to walk. Isn't it? So even for a pencil skirt, even if you're doing a pencil skirt, they always have a slit for the pencil skirt so that you can walk. Right? And even for the pencil skirt, a slight flare is given. They never put it straight, absolutely straight. Okay? So with this we finish the front. Now, for the back you also have your markings which are done, isn't it? So what you're going to do is you're going to start with this marking which you have on the hip line at the side seam. So that you're not going to start from the waist center back line. You're going to start from here. So you are you're going to put your hip line and your end point along with this. Okay? So you put your point here and then put this line and side seam for the back. See? Hip line and side seam for the back. So you start from this pin here. Okay, so this one has to match this. Okay? Right. Now you take your, according to the style tape, take it right up to your groove line and put it on the groove line. Okay. So you put a pin on your T line and then there has to be a pinch of ease here. Okay. This is also So for the back, what do? Instead of starting from the center line, you have to start from the side seam so that the side seam matches all along the horizontal balance line. You remember when you did your horizontal balance line, you started from here, then you took your tape along with the level of the table, like this way. Okay?
If the fabric is small.
The fabric won't be small.
No.
Because you have marked it, when you prepared your fabric, you marked it according to the measurements. I have not marked it according to the measurements, no? I had my fabric and that is why I'm just showing you on the fabric which I had. It's not according to this. How do you put your measurements? You measured it on the hip line and added 0.5 centimeters, isn't it? So this measurement is going to be right. So you pin it here, pin on the T line, put a pinch of ease and the center back. Okay. Now once you have done that, you are going to put your pin here on the back. Okay? Pin back. Pin your entire
Waistline.
center back. And then you work the same way as you work for the front. So tell me, what do you think we are going to do next? What are we going to do next? Now we have done this. Yes, correct. So you took it straight and pin it here. Straight, pin it here. You can put a pinch of ease. And your side seam will get draped. Pinch of ease between the, just as you put it here, a pinch of ease here. Right? Okay? Then you are going to run your chalk. But you have to make sure that you slit the waistline. What will you do with the dart? Towards the center back. Okay? Pinch you have already put here. Here you have your dart. So cut, slash down. Now this dart has to be in line with the dart up. If the fullness of the dart is too much, you separate it into two darts.
This one, the dot has to be on the princess line.
Yeah, on the princess line, so that when there is only one dart on the princess line, on either sides of the princess line.
Okay. And
Or again, according to what looks good. If one dart looks good according to the princess line and one towards the side seam, you do it like that. Okay? But you will have to adjust and see what looks good according to your drapes. Correct? What is the next step? To mark. How do you mark? Dot, dot, dot. Make sure that you crease your dart fullness here so that you get the exact fullness. Don't bother about the vanishing point. Vanishing point we are going to mark it later. Just dot, dot up to the side seam, a L there. Mark your hip line up to that. The lower part, leave it. You don't have to do anything about the part below the waistline on the side, because we are going to get a flare there. Easy? Okay? So, this you will do in your next class. I want all of you all to work only on the skirt in the next class. And I will show you what you have to do for the sleeve. We will do the sleeve in the next class. Right? That will finish the basic block after the sleeve. Right? Once I finish the sleeve, in the following class you are going to submit all your assignments to me.